Good afternoon and welcome to my video log on developing positive relationship with students. My name is Mr. Adamski and I'll be talking to my 5th grade class that I'll be teaching this year. Thank you 5th graders. It's glad that you're a part of my, I look forward that you're a part of my class this year. As you look at on your desk, I put a 3x5 card for each one, and I'd like you to just take a few moments to write down a couple things on there about yourself. One, put down there what your favorite food is, what makes you happy, what's your best and worst subject in school, and then when you're upset, what do you need? Do you need space? Do you need time? How do you cope with that when you're upset about something? And then the top 3 things about your best friend. You know, is your best friend kind? Are they loyal? Are they funny? So write about those things. So then after you're done with that, what I'd like to do is you're going to give that card to your neighbor, and then your neighbor's going to introduce you to the class. So for me, I'll just start first. A couple things about myself. My name is, again, Mr. Adamski, and I'm married to Heidi, and she's a school counselor, and I have 2 wonderful children. His name, first child, is Brandon. He's my oldest. He's 24 years old, and he lives in Arlington, Virginia. And then my daughter, Kiana, she's 20, and she just finished her 2nd year of college at the University of Minnesota. So it's just an honor to be a dad, and I'm thankful that I'm your teacher here for 5th grade. So there's a couple things I'd like to go over with us for our class that I think are important, and we just need to talk about at the beginning of the year. Some of the guidelines for our class I would hope that we can all agree on. One is there's no question that's ever a dumb question in our class. So any question that you ask is always going to be looked at as, it's something that's important to you. And the thing about asking questions, there's never a dumb question. And then the thing about that as well, a lot of times before you're afraid to ask it, but there's somebody else thinking the same thing. So just raise your hand and ask the question. The next thing is I would like us to, it's important that we be kind. Being kind is a state of mind. So be kind. That looks like helping your classmate out when they're struggling with something, and just try to find encouraging words and not words that would affect them in a negative way. So be kind is a state of mind. And then the last thing I would ask, and I'm not only asking this of you, I'm asking this of myself as well. So I'm holding myself accountable as well to this. The last thing is be your best, and you will bring your best to school, and you will do well on the tests. So be prepared for school each day when you come to class. And I'll be prepared as well, because to be able to teach you, I need to be prepared and do my homework as well. So, but another thing, I would just like to share a story about being kind. When I was probably 10 or 11 years old, I can remember playing football out on the field, and it was just a pickup game, so we're picking teams, and everybody's getting picked. I got picked early, and I'm on a team, and then lo and behold, there's one guy left. His name was Joel. And Joe just was never really that athletic. So he just didn't play sports. He liked, other things, and that was just fine. He was very good. He was a very good student, but he just didn't care for sports so much. So I had asked him to be on my team, and I think that really went a long ways of just being kind. And it's not, at the end of the day, really, people don't care how good you are about something if you can't be kind to people. So that taught me something about that, and then. Joe returned the favor. There was some things I struggled with math, and he would help me with that. So just a good friend, but somebody that just didn't look at him just because he couldn't play sports that well. So always look at it as putting your feet in, walking in somebody else's shoes kind of gives you a different perspective. So be considerate of that as we go through the school year together. The other thing is, a little background for me is I started studying karate when I was a little older than you guys, but I was 16 years old, and it was something I always wanted to do, was to be involved in the martial arts, but it was one of those things where you didn't want to start it by yourself, and then I finally got involved with it with my cousin, but we were 16, And I fell in love with the karate. I really enjoyed the workouts, learning the new forms, and just all of that, meeting good people, going to tournaments, and just had a lot of fun with it. But one of the things that karate taught me at a young age was, you need discipline, whatever that may be. If it's discipline to be in karate, discipline to play an instrument right, discipline to shoot the basketball right, whatever that discipline of being a good student, studying. But karate helped me along those lines, and just being respectful to one another. So in my karate class, there'd be people that were higher belts, and they would work with the lower belts to help them improve as well. So not only were the higher belts helping the lower, really it's a two-way street. The lower belts were teaching the higher belts something as well. So it was really good. It's just a lesson about being kind, discipline, dedication, focus, perseverance. Those are all important things as we go through the school year, but we'll have fun along the way doing it. One of the things I like so we've gotten some guidelines there. We talked about no question is dumb, being kind is a state of mind, and bring your best and you will do well on the test. But let's think about a couple other things we could do on a day-to-day basis if we could. One of the things I think we should have is a morning check-in. Say, good morning, how are you today? And you might say, I'm sunny, or it's partly cloudy or stormy, just depending on, maybe your morning didn't start out right, but hopefully the day will get better. But it's just a good gauge to see how you're doing. And so if we want to do that, how are you, I think is important, and really want to know how that person's doing, is it really makes a lot of difference too as well. And so one of the things that you'll notice for me is I'm here for you, and I'm going to give my best to you, and you can count on that as your teacher, that I'll be prepared for class, and I expect you to be prepared for class as well. And then let's just let the learning begin, and let's just have a great year, and I look forward to being just learning and gaining new insights about you and what's important to you in your life, not only what we do in school and class, but what really makes you tick as an individual and being a fifth grade student. So it's going to be a great year, and I look forward to being with you guys. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.